On the foot of an embankment on the school district grounds of the S.J. Willis Educational Centre in Victoria, there's a sports field with no identity on any street map. At first glance, it might seem slightly neglected, resembling that of urban wasteland. And if you look how worn out the pathway is, signs of a public thoroughfare towards Hillside and Blanchard. Or maybe with a little funding, a gateway to potential. And according to one local initiative, it's the same with people. Provide them with some money to help transform their future. I agreed to meet with Kate Fleming at the field since it's close to her office on Douglas Street. She's one of 3 staff at Community Microlending, a non-profit organisation that sees potential in people.
We work with people facing barriers, whether they're financial, physical, any kind of barrier, and kind of helping them to find their place in the local economy.
Providing loans at 10% interest for those taking steps to self-employment.
Pretty much anyone. And we don't have many restrictions. One of the mottos of the organization is we meet people where they're at, and we mean that literally, and we also mean that figuratively, and that we've had people coming out of situations where a bank won't look at them. They're in a place where they can't ask family or friends for any kind of financial assistance. So I would definitely say that if they're facing those kinds of barriers, we're a great option.
25-year-old Caitlin Martin has started her own jewellery company called Wildfang.
Working to set up a website. Haven't gotten that far yet.
She makes all the accessories herself.
I have a bachelor's degree in fashion design. I'm working on jewelry just because, to start with, the overhead's a little cheaper. And yeah, it's growing. Since I've been working with Community Microlending, it's actually growing a lot, which is great.
Caitlin says her credit's not that good and that she'd be rejected by most banks for a loan. She wants to borrow up to $5,000 to get the business off the ground.
I need some new equipment. I'm trying to grow Wildfang into a clothing line as well, and so the equipment will go towards, actually making the clothing, as well as supplies, so I can continue growing the jewelry line, materials and whatnot.
Aside from the money, what Caitlin really likes about Community Microlending is the support.
They provide us with mentors, and it's just a whole crew of people that are surrounding us and helping us to build our business. Any questions I have, I can go to Kate or Vu or any of the people involved and get answers.
We're a very patient organization, so we're there with them for however long it takes. High five. Good girl.
29-year-old Desiree Grubel wants to grow her dog walking business. She approached Community Microlending asking for a $700 loan to help advertise her service.
They're helping me with the business, helping me hopefully find customers. It's been really hard. I've been having a hard time putting up my posters, and just getting customers. That's been the hardest part.
Desiree's been diagnosed with a mild form of autism, but that's not getting in the way of her entrepreneurial spirit. She says it's her love of animals that gave her the idea for dog walking.
I've been volunteering at a doggy daycare and with a few other animal services. I love animals. I have a cat of my own at home named Oreo. He's just the cutest thing ever. Sit, girl. Edie, sit.
We're graciously funded by the United Way in the City of Victoria, as well as Coast Capital, and a couple of other local businesses contribute on a monthly basis through our Community Supported Economy program. Someone goes to the webpage, reads Caitlin's or Desiree's profile, says this is a really compelling idea, I'd like to contribute. They lend the money, we act as the kind of interpreter in between. Lender gets 2%. 8% goes back to the organization, which helps us to put on programs like our launch program and provide mentorship and support throughout the process.
Community Microlending, evening out the playing field when it comes to getting a small business off the ground. In Victoria, I'm James Green.